The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hey. I had to do it.
Hey.
Hey. This is 71Kicks, everybody. Alec, Brandon, and Zach back at you from Buffalo, New York, talking the English Premier League. Boys, how we doing? How is everybody feeling after this past weekend?
Much better than last week.
Much better on your end. You know, nice little Chelsea result. 3 points for you. 3-point lane.
I'm even farther back in the prediction series. Whatever.
Yeah, it was a tough weekend for some predictions. For some.
Whatever.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here.
I should have had the 3 points this afternoon. I should have had it.
Yeah, what was the score you had for that Leeds game today?
For today's
No.
game?
It was Sunderland Everton. Yeah, what was it for today?
I had 2-1 Sunderland. It ended 1-1, and the missed handball. Michael Keane in the box. I don't know what a handball is anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
It could not have been more clear.
Apparently, you can just block across if you're close enough to the ball. It's just like
you might as well just grab it and hand it back to your keeper so you can go the other way.
Yeah,
right. At this point, it's because there's so many. That's one of those calls now that really just goes up in the air. It's one of those just they don't know how to call it anymore, so they're just gonna go.
How though? You have
the
VAR.
Whatever the ref says.
That's why you have VAR, and you still miss them.
It's like whether it's the hand extended and interfering in the play, or you're the robot in there just itching an arm out, and they're gonna call that as the foul. I
don't get it anymore.
No, I don't
you
get
might
it
as well
either.
just not have VAR then if you're gonna still.
because the problem now is refs just aren't calling anything.
Yeah, because they got that.
They're not making
blanket.
They're not making.
Comfort blanket.
They won't make a
Right.
big decision on the field because they're just waiting to go to the review, and they'd rather the review looks at it and decides that the ref was right, or
It's atrocious.
they're almost not reffing the game the way they're supposed to, just because they're relying on their backbone now or whatever. But
Yeah, it's the get out of jail free card for them too.
Yeah,
Because if they make that mistake,
it's a
then
perfect way to put it.
the VAR will find it. The game that I tuned into over the weekend when it was that VAR review for the call in the box. It was about to be a penalty. Which one was that? It was, I think, during this not City game. It was one of the afternoon.
It was Forest United, was it?
Maybe Forest United. Because I tuned in and I was just like, this is one of those calls right now that Arsenal got 2 of them earlier in the season, and then they overturned the penalty, and they did overturn this penalty too. But it was just one of those moments of watching the PGMOL just throw it up in the air and be like,
the one we were
"Alright,
texting back and
we'll
forth
fig-"
about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
almost positive. Yeah, United.
It was the
Forest.
United game. Yeah. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
This was definitely just one of those weekends. We were just saying it before that we started. It's like the season is starting to fall into its groove right now, where Liverpool had their speed bump. They're finding their rhythm again. They got that win over Villa. Chelsea got their win over Tottenham. City's still continuing their thing
Bournemouth
after their hiccup.
sits in the top 5.
Bournemouth is still up there.
Top 4, no?
I think top four.
I know they
I
dropped
think
down a
they're-
couple.
I think they're fourth.
Fourth?
They're either fourth
Yeah.
or fifth. No,
Yeah.
I can't remember if Sunderland went ahead of them with the point today or not.
Just as we all expected, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And but it's starting to become that moment in the season where some of these teams that are riding high at the top, like these Burnleys and Sunderlands, they're finding their opponents now that are going to give them the challenge and see if they can hold that place.
Yeah.
Some interesting matchups coming up. Before, just a little preview for Matchweek 11, but we got Villa against Bournemouth, and Sunderland and Arsenal, big one for those two. So big tests coming up for those teams. So it's going to be an interesting couple weeks as things start to, the stories are there. We'll see what goes on.
Does Arsenal concede this week? Or do we got to wait and see for Matchweek 11 predictions?
I don't know. I think we got to wait and see. I'm very scared to say this on the pod right now, too, because, listen, United Strand, we're all with you. And I don't know if I should say it and join them, but I've been debating it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hashtag not cutting my hair until Arsenal concedes 10 goals in the season.
Ooh.
And so far, they're only at 3. It could be in another like through the holiday fixture list. We'll see what goes on there.
Well,
but
how fast does your hair grow, brother?
my hair grows pretty quick. It would be a solid like after 2 months we would notice like okay,
this man gave us 5 games and you're giving us 10 goals.
Listen, at this rate, it could be the rest of the season. So we'll see. We'll see.
Are we including Champions League?
We would include everything because it's right now we've conceded 3 goals in 15 or however many games it is. It's been like 13 or 15 games, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's an insane percentage.
I'm not gonna. My fingers are crossed the whole time when I said that. It's not gonna happen. I don't know if I do this bet. I don't know if I do it. We'll see if the comments, if this becomes the viral video, if we post that, and if people start, locking me in.
If that's the one that makes
if that's the video that makes us go viral and gets us a bunch of followers, then I'll do it. I'm not gonna cut my hair until Arsenal get 10 goals scored on them this season. We'll see.
You should do something like if they win it all, you'll get something like tattooed on your body or something.
Oh, that's already in the plan right there. This is going to get covered up eventually with a cannon and some like floral work right there.
Yeah.
The plan has been like when we win the league, I'll do that. But I've just, when I get the money for it.
Well, they also haven't won the league, so you've had plenty of time to save.
Got plenty of time. Yeah. By the way, also, we had it confirmed today. Hopefully my boss isn't watching, but we will be live streaming at the end of November, everybody. It's going to be the biggest live stream in 71Kicks history. Arsenal versus Chelsea, 11:30 a.m., November 30th.
Also the second one in 71Kicks history.
Also the second live stream in our history, but it will be the biggest.
It has a 50% shot of being the largest live stream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like those odds.
It's going to be a good one. Me and Zach will be going at it that game. We'll see who comes out on top or if it's a draw. And we'll both probably be very pissed if that's the case. So we'll see what goes on. But tune in later this month, everybody. First big old, live stream coming up. I mean, not to say that the last one wasn't big, but, this is going to be a lot at stake here for this one. Yeah. But should we do it, guys? Should we dive into, looking ahead here for match week 3? What's that?
Head first.
Head first. Let's do it. We're diving in, folks. We got match week 11 predictions here. All right. So, match week 11 coming up. Like we were saying, some big matchups here. First one that's listed was Tottenham versus Man United.
Hold on.
What's up?
You guys mind if I just take a second to talk to the Spurs fans real quick?
Yeah, so yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, switch to my camera. Get a nice little view for this.
Take the floor, brother.
It happened again. It happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It's happened again. 8 wins in 67 in the Premier League era? Come on. Only 8? We played at your home stadium, your brand new, beautiful home stadium 7 times, and we've won 6 and drawn the other? That's all. That's all I had to say.
Spurs will be Spursing. Spurs
so
will be
Spursy.
super Spursy.
And we haven't been good since they've had this new stadium.
You know what makes it even better, though? The goal scored was a huge Javi Simons fuck up, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there was a lot of fuck ups on that goal. Don't get me wrong.
No, it like that must have been a nice game to watch though, with like Simmons just not having any.
If he
sort
just
of,
checks
like,
his
against
shoulder,
the
though,
guys.
and goes the opposite way, he's got 40 yards of space in front of him. Instead, he gives a little hospital ball back to whoever.
Yeah, man.
And they just... he was on the 18 when he picked up the ball, no? Like when he gave... Who was it? Caicedo, right?
Yeah.
Caicedo was like at the top of the 18.
Yeah. You won the ball back twice in like 3 seconds.
Oh, man. Had to have felt good.
Yeah. I mean, you look good. You look like you're enjoying
That was
it.
probably our best performance of the season besides our finishing.
Yeah.
Because our finishing was not great.
The post-win glow it's doing you well.
It is. Like we should have probably won 4-0. Really rubbed it in. But hey, a win's a win. Tottenham did nothing all game. So Vicario really was the only reason that game wasn't more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you see what came out of it too at the end when Thomas Frank?
and-
I was just watching this afternoon.
Luckily, he did say right away that they both apologized. You're talking about the
Jed Spence. At the end?
they didn't give like Thomas Frank a high five and everything, and
he
they
waved him
snubbed
off or
him.
whatever.
Yeah.
well, I mean, when you line up the play defensive like you're a bottom table team, you're gonna get the bottom table result. That's just
true.
how that happens. And
Yeah.
they thought they could just hit us on the counter like all these other teams have been trying to do to us this season,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work. And we were
Heat of
ready
the
for
moment
it.
kind of thing with the players too. You know,
Well,
you
they
just
made
don't
a
want to
good
talk to them.
point. Yeah. Sorry, they made a good point. Like the manager's stepping onto the field at the end of the game. I don't like. How do you boys feel about it?
Well, no, oh yeah, that's the end of the game routine kind of stuff. Your manager is going to talk to the players and say, "Hey, listen, just keep your head up. Like it's a loss right now. We gotta move past this and not let it like sit and fester." But meanwhile, the players are walking past them like, "No, this is bullshit," and they're all in their thoughts about the game, and they're all they're letting it get to them. It's like,
Don't you think that
Yeah.
that conversation needs to be held in the dressing room?
oh, with the
Like,
players doing that
That's
sort
what-
of thing,
That's what I'm getting
yeah,
at. Like
yeah.
that conversation should not be held. Like, what do you think about managers coming out and like having those little, like, save that?
I think it depends on like the result. Because I mean, we've seen Pep do it where he's just like doing coaching moments after a game, even after they've won. But like
Yeah.
you've seen Pep do it, but it makes sense when Pep does it. Like
Right.
this was one of those games that the performance from everyone top to bottom was so poor.
Yeah.
Like it was embarrassing. Like if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be embarrassed by that game. They had like I think it was .05 expected goals, and I'm
in
not
their home stadium. Yeah,
I rip on the XG to files all the time, but like
Yeah.
there was no point in that game where I ever thought Spurs were getting back into it.
No.
Like there's games where I'm like, okay, we have a 1-goal lead, like I'm worried about our 1-goal lead.
Yeah.
But this was not one of those games.
Yeah.
This was one of those games where I was like, I can't believe that
Yeah.
this is how bad
Colomboani
they're
was a
playing.
traffic cone for him.
Their whole attack
Yeah.
offered nothing. Like it was unbelievable. Honestly, just unbelievably bad.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
Some stuff,
Their entire
because
attack
they're-
was traffic cone.
yeah.
Traffic cones.
So Tottenham really got stuffed, and they're now coming into a pretty tough fixture going into United. No, it's a home game for Tottenham again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But United's going to play them, and United is picking up that steam, boys. Unfortunately, you were pretty right with the draw. He's not getting that haircut anytime soon, but it wasn't a loss for him,
Yeah.
and that's got to be a nice confidence booster for United right now. I went 4-2 United. I'm seeing some
Interesting.
goals this game.
Okay.
I'm seeing some goals. We were just complimenting Vicario from stopping it in that last one, but I think United's got their shooting boots on right now. So expecting some big ones here.
I went 1-1.
Okay.
Just-
Oh, no.
How am I ever supposed to come back in this game if we pick the same damn score lines?
Well, I mean, listen, dude, you got to pick the scores that we're picking, and it could.
Well,
line up.
clearly I am. Go
But
ahead,
that'll-
explain.
I don't know. I just feel like Spurs are gonna have I want to call it a bounce back performance, but because I think it's gonna be a tough game for both sides.
Yeah.
I think Spurs are gonna be a little bit hungry, and United are playing pretty well right now, so I think it's just gonna be a 1-1 draw.
True. You gonna stick with the 1-1?
I mean, yeah, because I think that's what's gonna happen. But like, I don't. Spurs, they look like they're lacking a lot of creativity up top, and United, as nice as they've looked, and looks like they finally turned that page. When Casemiro is still scoring goals for you, it bothers me a little bit.
Can we,
I'm a
talk
little-
about how much Anderson just played right through that midfield though?
Yeah.
Like it was just.
Yeah.
I'm like this. If teams just start doing what Anderson did,
They've
like-
been lacking legs in that midfield United
Yeah.
for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's been like you can't depend on an aging Casemiro and Bruno to be holding it down for you, and then
That's-
whoa else they can throw in there.
How
it's
is
like they
Gabi
haven't
Manu
had
not?
no. Yeah,
like if you're Kobe Main, you gotta be looking at this and be like, what the hell do I gotta do to get on this field?
for real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know he tried to get a loan already.
Yeah.
He's got to look at his options elsewhere and get first team football. Because, I
Right.
mean,
Unbelievable.
he's literally watching. These aren't my words. I saw this in a video today, but he's literally watching the person that replaced him essentially in the England squad tear his midfield apart, and
Yeah.
he's just sitting on the bench and he can't do anything about it because his manager won't play him.
mm-hmm.
It makes
so-
no sense to me.
Either there's got to be there's something going on behind the scenes, or Amarin just doesn't like him for whatever reason. Which he did the same thing with Rashford, and look how good Rashford's been playing for Barcelona.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
man.
he needed that switch of scenery.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he just has his favorites, and he has people he just doesn't like for some reason. And I just don't understand why Manu is one of those players that he just doesn't like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like it doesn't even seem like one of those moments where he's that kind of player that you need to make the example out of, and like if it's a disciplinary thing and like trying to force the
No.
move, you got to say like, oh no, stay here, you're gonna do this, because like if like we're saying, if that was the case, then the minutes will make up for it, but he's not getting the minutes right now. So it's a really confusing situation right there for him.
Yeah. But going with that, I don't know if Tottenham's midfield is the one to go and do just that. So
It's certainly not Bentancur. That dude's more about trying to break legs than he is just like making passes and.
yeah, I'm sure you got
But-
some feelings about that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, there's the argument we could have had it red too, but I think what he did was way worse than what Enzo did personally. Enzo's was just a little bit higher, which is. But I feel like the
always gonna
contact
take a
was.
peek.
Yeah, it's just one of the like. I'm granted they didn't call either, so I'm not going to complain about it. But it's just one of those ones in the moment. Like I just don't know, like how, like he could have broke his leg.
Mhm.
That's only like I don't know. That's just kind of the way I view it. But
Yeah.
All right. Next game in the weekend is Everton versus Fulham. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna start, so
Yeah,
like
start
I
it
can
up,
steal
start it
your
up, start it
result.
up. What do you think?
I went 2-1 Fulham.
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting pick.
yeah.
All right.
I went the complete opposite way. I went 2-1 Everton. I think they're due a win. They played actually. Well, they started the game very well today against Sunderland, and then Sunderland kind of took over for the middle part of the game, and then they were pushing late on. Their biggest issue is their striker position.
Mm-hmm.
Barry's missed the absolute sitter today, and Beto's not any better. So
Wild card.
Who was in your preseason 11 as your
Yeah,
striker?
yeah. The underrated 11 with.
I don't
Beto.
forget.
Yeah, dude. It was a little bananas. I had the same score as Zach for a bit, and I had 2-1, but the first score I wrote down was a draw at 2-2.
Stick with it.
And if we all want to do a different score for this game, I will go back to that draw. So we will make it a game where someone's walking away with some points here. I'm
forgot
going to
to
go
write
to a
it
2-2 draw for this game. Listen, Fulham, I don't know what's going on. Like, I got that soft spot for them. We all know this, but they're just really not getting the results right now. And Everton started hot and they cooled off. It's just probably going to be one of those games where nobody's going to get that advantage. So I'm going to walk away with a 2-2 draw here. West Ham versus Burnley after that. Boy, oh boy, West Ham. Welcome to the Premier League 25-26 season. You just had to come out and show up against
Forever
Newcastle of all
blowing
teams.
bubbles.
What the hell was that? What was that, man? Jesus.
They heard supporters sit in and they said, "Oh,
Yeah. They were like, nope, not happening here. We're all right. What do you got for this game, Zach? You lead us off here.
I went 1-1.
Okay.
Just.
Ah!
I mean, do you want to explain why it's gonna be a 1-1 draw?
no,
No, I'll
No.
explain. Well, it's just two teams that are playing pretty poorly at the moment. Burnley's showing a little bit more. Both had big wins recently, though. I just think it'll be a little bit of a cage match between two shit teams. So I went with 1-1 for that reason.
See, I like that term you just used, cage match, because like this does seem like the kind of game that they're just gonna walk in and it's gonna be balls to the wall. Like they're gonna just be all over the place here, which is why I went with a 3-0 West Ham win.
this guy,
Yeah.
this guy."
Yeah, I don't know. West Ham, you just scored 3 on us. Or a 3 on what a Newcastle this past weekend. Come out and do it again. 3-0 win for them. So we'll see if that happens. It lined me up with announcing my prediction first here for Sunderland Arsenal next.
I didn't even get to talk about mine.
No, yeah, I mean,
Because
hey,
it-
did you want to? The 1-1 draw?
No,
You
I
keeping
think
it?
I think we should edit when I'm talking about this. It should just be your voice and your explanation that you just gave, because I have 1-1,
Right,
and it's
right.
gonna be a cage match of two struggling teams. Whatever.
All right.
Sunderland, Arsenal.
You
Take
keeping
over.
it? You want to keep the 1-1?
Yeah, I want to keep it.
All
'cause
right.
whatever.
All right. We got Sunderland Arsenal here. Damn, Man City Liverpool is the main event of the weekend, but this is going to be a pretty tight game that people might want to watch. I don't know if Sunderland gives them the challenge right now because they're still competing at the top, showing up against the big teams. And if this is the first, draw in Arsenal's series of, wins that they've had, this could be it. But I don't see it happening. 2-0 Arsenal. Up the Gunners.
If it's not this way,
It's lonely
it's
at the top, boys. It's gonna stay a little lonely the
The
next couple weeks.
So when I was thinking about this game, I was thinking about how Sunderland played against us, and they love their long throw-ins, right? So they're more than equipped to deal with the set pieces from Arsenal. If there's any team that can handle the set pieces of Arsenal, it is going to be Sunderland. But I'm not falling for the trap, and I'm going to probably predict this scoreline. I think every single Arsenal game for the rest of the season, I'm going 1-0 Arsenal because Haram ball is in full effect. These guys, they're just looking for their one set piece to get a goal off of, maybe two if they're feeling a little spicy now and then. I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm going 1-0 Arsenal.
I went 2-0 Arsenal.
Bitch.
So if it's
Oh my
not this
God.
way, it's this way.
Maybe you
crazy,
should
dude.
just leave it blank until we come here and then just
Seriously.
pick it on the fly.
Can
So
we
that-
just start? Can I just give a winner and a loser? Forget about
right,
the
yeah.
result. Just let me pick one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sunderland's organized in their high press. I think they give them a battle. That's why I don't think they're going to score 4, 5, 6. But yeah, Sunderland's not going to score, and Arsenal's going to get 1 or 2. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Whatever. Chelsea Wolves, take it away, Chelsea supporter.
Chelsea Wolves. What do you think, Zach?
Well, we just had an interesting game in the cup against them. 4-3. Don't know how we let Wolves score 3 goals on us, but hey, shit happens, I guess, sometimes. We've coming off a good game. It seems like we just get hyped up for some of these big games this season because we played our 2 best games this season so far. Performance-wise, in my opinion, have been against Spurs and Liverpool. But with that being said, Wolves are a sorry-ass team. And this could come back to bite me, but I don't think Wolves are going to win at Stamford Bridge again. Not without Cunha, who seems to love the game against us for whatever reason, so I went 3-0 Chelsea.
Yo, wait a minute.
I don't want to do it anymore.
I also did 3-0
I don't wanna
Chelsea.
do it.
I also did 3-0, dude.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Join us.
Oh.
Join us. Let's all have the same.
That's too
score.
good.
How am I supposed to come back in this
That's too
competition and pick the same damn thing?
That's too good.
Let's just start
That's
over.
too good.
Let's start over.
Hey,
Start
man.
zero.
Next week is going to be the international.
I don't want to do it anymore.
This is amazing. This is great.
So we can just chalk down 3-0 for everybody.
Stupid.
3-0 Chelsea in my book as well.
Can I start?
Oh, sorry. I was wrong. I went 3-1.
Ooh, all right.
I went
All right.
3-1.
Hey,
But what did you say? What did you go?
I went 3-0. But
Well, I'm just gonna switch to 3-0 just to keep it consistent. You know?
let's do it. Why not?
just to keep the bet alive. I'm gonna keep
We
it
have
3-0.
to. It's been too good. Well, Brandon, lead us off with the next
No,
one.
you want to know
It's,
what? Wolves doesn't have a manager anymore. 4-0 Chelsea. 4-0 Chelsea.
Well, I'll go back to 3-1 then. I'll go back to 3-1.
I thought you were going to
All
say
right.
4-0.
Yeah.
that would
4-0,
have been good.
3-1, 3-0.
Oh, my God.
Why don't you tell us your Bournemouth Aston
Yeah.
Villa score?
2-1 Bournemouth.
No way.
Are you serious? You picked Bournemouth?
We need-
Bournemouth.
No
we
way,
need,
dude.
we need to start doing a thing where if like one of us pick a result, somebody like you have to pick another result.
We might need to start doing it. We can
We'll have
start
to tweak the-
We'll have to
we'll have
tweak a
to
tweak
rule.
it. This is unbelievable.
Tweak a rule here. That is a little crazy right now.
That's too good.
I'd say we're on the same page, but I'm like 24 fucking points behind everybody. So it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
can't even have that argument.
We didn't even go over standings right now, but
I'm in last. Go figure.
Brandon was in last after last weekend.
10th episode,
Zach.
and I'm in last place still.
Zach had like 55 points or something, or 53. I had 52. We each had some correct scores. We each had some correct scoreline predictions. But hey,
Guess who didn't have any correct scoreline? Me. I did it.
it's tough, man. I'm like trying to laugh through the pain with this right now. It's hard.
Why are you in pain?
I said, "There's no pain over here."
Yeah, right.
No, I just feel your pain. I'm feeling your pain, so it's tough. What'd you say? So you said 2-1 Bournemouth. I picked a 2-2 draw for this game. Now, here's something crazy. When I was looking up stats for the head-to-heads in this, right? Bournemouth and Aston Villa have played each other 10 times in the Premier League. They each have 4 wins. It was 2 wins at home, 2 wins away. And then they both also have what splits it is there's 2 draws in there. So there's a perfect record with both of these teams right now, which is crazy. So that's why I picked a 2-2 draw. I don't want to see it broken yet. So maybe this perfect thing stands, but 2-2 draw. All right. I almost want you to lead us off with it. Your picks for the rest of the episode here.
You went 2-1, yeah.
Yeah. For Brentford, Newcastle?
No, for Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Yeah.
Um,
Let us know. So, what do you think for Brentford, Newcastle?
well, I think I'm going to take the week off of throwing up the Voltamata.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got to get some service going to it.
And they took him off after 45 minutes, too? What was that about?
Yeah. Wait.
William Osula was going to be the answer?
Not
You
really.
shitting me? I don't know. I still went 2-2. I think Brentford's a lot better than they were supposed to be. I think Igor Thiago is a brute in the box. And yeah, they need more service, but if they can, utilize the wings. Anthony Gordon was kicking it out on that wing. He was doing his thing, and then they just went away from it. But I went 2-2.
Well, my boy Jacob Murphy holding him down too. He was the only one who scored for him this past weekend, and then the game before.
Can the Dan Burn? I said something the other day. Can the left back Dan Burn experiment? Can that stop?
They
Yeah,
don't
it's not
exactly
working out.
need to play him at left back either.
They have our boy Lewis Hall over there.
I don't know if Lewis Hall's hurt or something.
He was on the bench last week.
Yeah, but just looking at it, I mean, I think Livermento's the one that's hurt that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But you have Lewis Hall. Just why are we? And I understand, it's a fun tactic to have a 6'7" guy playing left back. But can we just and I know he's done it before and he's done fine, but it's just come on, you're trying to have bigger aspirations. You're playing a guy that's barely mobile at left back.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Newcastle sitting 13th right now.
I was thinking about that too, where it's all this hype. I talk about Nick Voltamata every week, and Eddie Howe is great and stuff. They're in 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what their issue is. I mean, like I said, I think Voltamata's service has been poor.
Yeah.
I think they're lacking a little spark of creativity. Where I think, not to saying Isak's better than Voltamata, but I think he was better at dropping deeper and turning with the ball than Voltamata is. But
I think you'd
Voltamata,
rather have his hold up play.
yeah, where Voltamata is much better in and around the box.
Yeah.
In terms, and he's still good at the link up play, but he's better at in and around the box. Whereas Isak's better at picking the ball up and dribbling past the guy and laying it off per se.
You'd think with the midfield they have though too that it would just feed into it perfectly, and just,
Yeah.
for whatever reason it's just not clicking.
I saw Newcastle's fans complain that they're just not crossing the ball enough. It's you have a 6'6" striker, just
Right,
cross
yeah.
them the ball.
Yeah.
Just throw him in.
Also, I watched their corners. I don't know, 3, 4, 5 of them, whatever. Every single one did not beat the first defender at the front post.
Mhm.
It's just poor. 'Cause,
Even when you have your backs, Sven
It's
Botman,
101.
Dan Burn, Voltamata.
you got two guys that are 6'6" plus
You
in
have
the
these
box.
trees in there, and you
Yeah,
can't even beat the first defender.
Just
It's
get
just
it
a
up
waste.
there.
Yeah, it's just a waste.
Yeah, man. It's been
So which one of you had
crazy.
2-2?
I did not for this one.
I also did not. I had 1-1.
1-1. Okay. Split a draw. I ended up going with Newcastle here. 3-1 Newcastle. Maybe this is the game that they get that service a little bit. But Brentford will still score. It's a tricky pick here.
Yeah.
But
This is a tough one.
yeah, I'll stick with it. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Brandon, what do you got? You're gonna lead us off for the rest of the show, this episode.
I went 2-0 Palace
2-0 Palace. Okay.
2-0 Palace.
All right.
at home. Brighton does look good, so that's why I took a little beat there. But 2-0.
I do think Brighton is looking okay, and I also picked Palace, but Brighton is gonna score a little bit. I went 3-2.
Okay,
Yeah,
Interesting.
seeing some
it's a
goals.
fun one.
This is a derby game, I believe, or like a rivalry game. I'm not sure that there's the history behind it for some reason.
Battle of the
South.
Birds.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
There's like a more, it's like a political thing, I think. We're not gonna
Oh,
get
really?
too
okay.
deep into it, but there is like a thing why the two clubs have a rivalry.
All right.
Not just because of the Eagles and the Seagulls.
Yeah.
Which is fun to say.
That is.
But I went 2-1 Palace.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
All right. Different score lines for that one. We all see Palace coming out with it. Next up is Nottingham Forest and Leeds.
Man, Leeds got to start getting some results here.
Yeah, dude.
They
But-
gotta.
The relegation merchant back at it again, trying to get his team relegated.
Listen, though, what's crazy is that Daniel Farke has lasted throughout all of this still.
Yeah.
He's still there. He's still holding down this job. And we finally just saw Wolves sack their manager this past weekend after. We would have to count how many other managers got fired before the Wolves manager got fired when they're sitting dead last with no wins now. I just don't get that.
Did you see who the
Yeah,
managers they're linked with?
No,
they were
who?
linked with what's his name? He was just their manager. and
He
then-
was the guy that they sacked for Vitor
Yeah.
Pereira.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank
I'm
on his
drawing a
name.
blank right
Should I
now,
send
too.
in my application?
Well, they
my- oh,
only withdrew.
Robbie Keane submitted his application. Fun fact: he wants to be their manager, which I don't know what Robbie Keane's
Nobody.
management experience is, but it's it's got to be better than the guy that was looking like they were going to get sacked with Cunha
Yeah.
or get relegated with Cunha, and now we have a Vitor Pereira who saved them, and now looks like they're doomed
With
for
Strand Larson.
yeah. So
So what would you have for this one?
I went 2-1 Forest.
you're switching up on the boys.
I'm not switching up. I like Sean Dycheball.
Yeah.
I really do.
Brexit ball, baby, Brexit
I
ball.
really do. I like that edge he brings to them. They look fiery for the first time in a long time. I love Leeds, but if they're not clicking in that final third, they're gonna struggle. And they're not playing Anton Stock for. They're playing was it Tanaka, which he's a good little player, but I'd rather see Anton Stock. So I think that's
all
right.
right. I might have wrote the wrong team here for my winner because I wrote 2-0 Leeds, but that just does not feel right at all. Because I in my pick.
You said it.
In my pick, I'm like, yeah, Sean
heard it.
Dyche home game. Like, he's going to come out. This is going to be a great showing for Nottingham Forest right now. I don't know why I wrote 2-0 Leeds. I think I meant 2-0 Forest. What do you got for this one?
I think it's a week of draws. So I went 1-1.
Ooh, interesting.
I had originally I wrote down 2-1 Leeds. I was feeling a little nice to Leeds for some reason,
All right.
and then I said, you know what? Let's get my head back on
Fuck
straight.
Leeds.
Let's get the screws a little loose. Let's get them screwed back in. 1-1.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn. Do I go back with that original pick because this is going to be a game with us all different things? But I need the points right now. I can't fall back. So
That attacking three, as much as I tried to hype it up last week, they did not look very good.
yeah. All right. I'm going to stick with 2-0 Forest here. It's 2-0 Forest in that game. And now we are on to the main event of the weekend, folks. Probably one of the biggest games of the season so far. Man City versus Liverpool. All right. Lead us off, Brandon. What are you thinking's going down here?
I think Van Dijk and Konate are going to get exposed. I think Arnie Slot's a bitch. I went 3-1 City.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Zach, what do you got?
I went similar route. I don't think it'll be 3. I think it'll just be 2 goals for City. It'll be 2-1. But hey, we talked about the effect of Marmoush and Cherky. Cherky had 2 assists against Bournemouth the other day. 2 just unbelievably good for through balls to Holland, and that was just poor decision making from Bournemouth. That's Holland's bread and butter is running behind and slotting it home. Like if he gets that kind of space, he's going to score 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So hopefully, not hopefully, I don't really particularly have a care who wins this game per se. But I think Van Dijk and Konate will be a little bit smarter than that. So, but 2-1 City, I think Holland will get 1 at least, and then finally City will have. I don't know who it's going to be, but finally City's going to have somebody with more than 1 goal besides Holland.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Somebody else finally scores.
I have the same score, 2-1 City. Did you say 3-1 or 2-1?
2-1.
Okay.
I said 3-1.
You said 3-1. All right. I'll stick with it. Yeah, this is going to be a very competitive game. Not a lot of goals, though, and it's going to be one of those matchups that it's super tight, going to be decided by that 1-goal margin, and the robot's just going to come back out doing his thing, and he's become self-aware now. I don't know if anybody noticed, but he's out there doing the robot on the field after he's scoring goals. So
He's actually a robot. I just can't prove it yet.
yeah,
Like, I just can't prove it. But he is just a robot. Like he's not Alfie Holland's son. Like he's Alfie Holland's creation. Like like he made him in a lab.
yeah, he's a homegrown experiment.
Like he put his like broken leg that Roy Keane broke and put that on the Holland, and then that was the base of the robot, and now he's just world class striker. So
yeah, we'll see if they can. We say it every week right now. We'll see if City can keep just leaning on it. And it seems like they're finding their groove now with him getting the service. So,
Did you see the U.S. have a FIFA nicknamed Baby Holland now?
really,
Did
what?
you see that?
No.
So I think his name is Chase Adams. I believe he's in the Borussia Dortmund Academy, and
That's where Holland
he
came
scored
from.
10 for the U.S. against like Trinidad, and then the U17 World Cup starts this week or next week or something. So they gave him the nickname Baby Holland.
Hey, let's see if it happens, man. It's
I'd love to
the
have a
same-
Baby Holland.
It's the same trajectory right now. Yeah, Holland
that.
came through the what was it? Their
Dortmund.
academy, Dortmund Academy.
Dortmund.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those numbers when he was just a little wee lad.
yeah, but
They're
he's
pretty crazy.
also scoring 9 on what was it? Who did Holland score 9 on?
Oh yeah, it was with Iceland. Yeah, right.
Was it against Iceland?
Or no. I'm sorry. Norway.
yeah.
When he
It
was
was
playing
with
for
Norway,
Norway,
but
It
again-
was
they were
like the
playing
under
against
20
somebody.
World Cup, wasn't it? Like when he
Yeah.
scored 9.
And then
Right.
we're
It was-
hyping up Trinidad. Like,
Yeah, it was some nobody. Not
Oh, was it?
nobody, but it was somebody that was not very.
I was thinking it was like Italy or something.
No, it was somebody not very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Well,
it up.
While we find that, those were Match Week 11 predictions, everybody. Tune in, play along, see if Brandon makes this big comeback that he needs. It's
Shut
all,
up.
it's all
Shut
it
up.
takes is just one.
Shut up. I'm
You
sick
need-
of hearing that.
Dude, I've had the weekends where you get 2 score lines right, it's 6 points. You just need one of those weekends. It's six weekends.
plenty of those.
It was Honduras, by the way.
Honduras. All right.
Was it
Holland.
really?
Yeah,
When the fuck
Putting
did
9
Norway
past
play
them.
Honduras?
I think it was the under 20 World Cup. It
Oh.
said.
All right. Well, we're doing something fun this week ahead of Man City versus Liverpool. As these big matchups come along the season, we are going to start picking combined 11. And what better way to start, and what 2 better teams to start with than Man City and Liverpool? We'll just go through and list our 11s here and just share.
I think we should go, one person at a time, right? Full 11?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Full 11 here. We'll just read them off. You want to start us off, or I'll start it?
I'll start.
All right. Okay.
Goalie, or keeper, as they say. There's only one option right now, and it's Gianluigi Donnarumma. I think even if Allison was fit and healthy, I think I'm still going Donnarumma. I think he's the best shot stopper in the world. I think he does enough with his feet to warrant his spot on this team. Left back, I went with Gvardiol, playing a little bit. I wouldn't say out of position because he plays left back, but sliding out to a wider position. Center backs, I went with Ruben Dias, as that one guy says.
You're allowed to say Diaz.
FC Wonder Kid, and Virgil van Dijk, just because I know he's struggling a little bit right now, but it's just Virgil van Dijk. You gotta throw him in this team. There's not many combined 11s he's not making right now. Right back, I originally put Frimpong, but I believe he's hurt, so I went with the player who's actually been on better form. So I went with Matthias Nunes. Bradley has not lived up to what Liverpool fans were hoping he was going to be. And when they said, "Oh yeah, we're fine without Trent, we have Connor Bradley," and it's not looking like that right now. But I went with like a 4-2-3-1. So my 2 CDMs, I have Gravenberch and Rodri. And then my wingers, I have both Liverpool players. I have Gakpo and Salah. Even with their struggles, I think they're still both producing better numbers than either City's wingers or any of City's wingers still. At Cam, I have Szoboszlai. This was the one I was going back and forth a lot because I was thinking potentially Reinders, potentially Foden, because Foden's having a very sneaky good season despite his numbers not being great, but sneaky, playing very well as like an actual midfielder right now. And also was thinking Cherky, but he just hasn't played enough yet for me to throw him in here. And Szoboszlai's been great this season. And then up front, obviously it's Holland. There's only one name you can put up front, and just about any combined 11 with City right now. I think the only competition you would have would be Kane and Mbappe to not throw him in there, but that you have to throw Holland in there with anyone in the Premier League. You got to put Holland in there.
Yeah. It's undeniable what he brings in, what he's got, talent wise, and just statistically, you can't not have him in there, especially with the striker situation that's going on at Liverpool. If you're to say Isak or Holland and pick Isak, you're just pretty delusional. So that's why Holland is my striker as well. I'll work my way back down. So I went with a 4-1-2-3 formation. Holland is up top. I got Cody Gakpo on my wing, and I wanted to just change it up and not pick him, but I think I got to go with Salah just because, it's, and again, one of those things. He's undeniable in that position for Liverpool, and between the two teams, I originally had Marmoush there just because, again, he's like stepping up, but we don't need to do that. So we got a front three of Salah, Holland, and Gakpo. My two attacking midfielders that are going to be behind them are Alex McAllister and Bernardo Silva. McAllister is great. He's got that, role pretty locked down in the team. You can't really drop that guy. And Bernardo Silva is just a tenured player in that position, just in attack for City. He's, he had a bit of a stumble last year with the team. I don't think he had the same kind of form that he had previously, but it's the same kind of thing with Salah. He's got the pedigree, so you got to put him in there. Rodri is in midfield. I know it's kind of like current 11s that we're looking at too, and all that kind of stuff. And Rodri has kind of been working his way back from injury still. But again, when City don't have him and he's not playing, it's noticeable. And that's just one of those things. When you're a player that can have that kind of impact on the team, you gotta be in the combined 11 here. My defense is all over the place. Because I got all these guys out of position right now a little bit. The only one I think is in position was Andy Robertson, just for the sake of just giving him his little flowers. He's on his way out of the Liverpool squad. He's not playing as much, but he's still good on his day. We got Guardiola in the center of defense there, and I had to switch this up a little bit. I got Konate in my back instead of Virgil van Dijk.
Interesting.
It's just a personal thing at this point, I just don't like the guy. I don't want him. I don't want him in my starting 11, so he's not there. And then on the the right back, I put Ruben Diaz. Playing out of position, but we've had Ben White playing out of position, playing as a right back, and it works when you got somebody who can do the job. And Diaz, if you just shift him over there, I'm sure he can hold it down for them. And then same deal in goal. You got the best goalkeeper in the league, right? Well, can't say that.
Oh boy. We can definitely say he's the best
clean
goalkeeper
sheet
in the league.
again. Clean sheet again. Oh yeah, I was listening to not to steer too far off this, but the Arscast, one of the Arsenal podcasts. They were talking about how if we keep going these games without a shot on target, we got to find a different way of saying a clean sheet. Because if you go a clean sheet with no goals but also no shots on target, that's got to be
That's something.
just a dry clean sheet at that point,
You
man.
call it a clean arse.
Clean arse. Oh yeah. Clean up that arse. Hey, yeah. What if we just coin it because that's an Arsenal thing.
Heard it here first.
Heard it here first, everybody. You got a clean arse.
Let's file that
Little trademark.
Trademark
That is a
before it's
good
too
one. I'll
late.
send it to them. I'll send it to their
It's a
socials.
little commission for coming in. For
Yeah, yeah.
Every time somebody tries to use it.
Exactly. If you guys mention it, thank you. And just mention 71Kicks, all right? Goodly morning. All right, Brandon, hit us with it. Your combined 11 for
Yeah,
Man City and Liverpool.
I'm scrolling my lineups here because I
Yeah.
did not do my homework.
It's all right. It's all right.
Man, I guess I'm just gonna go based off of what I see here, and then I'm gonna improv a little bit. But in goal, Mama or Donnarumma. I mean, that's easy. I'm going to put Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong. Those are going to be the two that I go back and forth with. So for left back between Kerkez and O'Reilly, I'm going to go with Kerkez. I think he is like the Hungarian Joshua Kimmich. I think that's like a perfect. He's a little bit dumber, respectfully, a little bit stupider, and not as like rah for the club. But I like the way he plays the game. I don't mind the yellow card here and there. So I went Kerkez over O'Reilly. Van Dijk, or this is just the center back pairing from last week. Gvardiol, gotta go Van Dijk. On the right side, Kanate or Ruben Diaz. Ruben Dish. I gotta go with Ruben Dish. I just don't like Kanate. I don't think he's good enough to play for France. Somehow he does.
Damn.
Whatever. Right back, Jeremy Frimpong or Nunez. Nunez is not a right back to me. I lose brain cells watching him try and do it. I like Jeremy Frimpong. I think he gets lost a little bit defensively, but I'm still going to choose Jeremy Frimpong. I'd rather have him in my 11.
I would say I would definitely rather have Frimpong in my 11 than Nunez. I just went off
being
who's
hurt.
been playing, and he's
Yeah.
been playing better than Bradley.
No, that's
And
fair.
So that's
I respect that.
otherwise, I would have Frimpong in my team 10 times.
The fact that Connor Bradley is the one playing for Liverpool right now, and you just don't even want to talk about him at the right back spot, that's glaring.
Yeah.
Granted, we're three guys from Western New York, but maybe listen to this. I'll go with two holding midfielders. I'll say McAllister or Reinders, just for shits and giggles. I like Reinders. I liked him at Milan. I think he brings something special to City that they were kind of lacking without De Bruyne. I like watching him play. Gravenberch or, I don't know, Silva. I'm going to go with Gravenberch right now. I think he's a little silky smooth. I don't know. I like the way he plays. On the left side, Cody Gakpo or Jeremy Doku. Florian Wirtz is my pick. At Cam.
Dude, I was waiting for it. I'm like, yo, he's going to the wings right now. He didn't mention his midfield. He didn't mention Wirtz. Okay, is Wirtz not slotting in?
Nope.
Damn, all right.
I'm still taking Florian Wirtz. Arnie Slot out. Trademark that. Fuck you, you bald bitch. Soboslai or I'll say Shirky. I like Dom Soboslai. Right wing, I'll say Foden or Salah. Phil Foden.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it.
Yeah.
Salah is so lazy in my eyes. Yes, he's one of the greatest goal scorers in Prem history. Yes, that whatever. Right now, I can't stand seeing him on the fucking field. I can't stand watching him play. I would rather have Phil Foden get a little excited to see the creativity on the ball.
It's fair.
With the youth, you want to talk that aspect. If I'm the coach, I'd rather have Phil Foden in my squad.
And hey, Salah's no Hall of Famer like Hazard is, so.
All right.
Not yet, at least.
He's still playing. He's still playing.
The class this year with Gary Neville, right?
Yeah, and then Holland or Ekatike. It's Holland. As much as I want to say Ekatike because I like him more, Holland's the better striker.
All right. Yeah, man. Those are our combined 11s, folks. If you agree, if you think that some of them are pretty accurate, let us know in the comments who you think belongs in the 11 and who think doesn't belong in the 11 right now. Who had the best 11? Let us know. That is the combined 11. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good game. Hopefully, we get some fireworks and it's both teams coming out hot because it's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Any little closing thoughts before we wrap up and move on to our next little thing here?
We need to fix the rules about our prediction series.
We'll work on the prediction rules. We're working on some rules here. We're gonna try and make it a little more opened up. Open that race up for Brandon to get some ground maybe. Hey, listen, it's going to be another weekend next week with international picks. So it's going to be another wild card weekend of, 10-point games if you can make it happen.
Yep. Champions League tomorrow, too.
Champions League this week as well. Days. Yeah.
You want to talk about anything that sticks out? Obviously, Chelsea Arsenal. Any other games stick out to you guys?
We have Qarabağ, so I'm not really super concerned, besides the fact that we have to fly all the way.
Kazakhstan.
Just like a 12-hour flight or whatever it is.
Well,
it's
also two big main event games. We got PSG against Bayern and Liverpool against Real Madrid.
I hate how they put those in the same fucking time slot.
Yeah. No, I miss where it was 2 days of two very high profile games on each of those moments. And it's one of those things where they stopped playing some early games with it too. They only just have 1 or 2 early games. Put a lot, main event game in the beginning of the day, main event at the end, so that way you can have us watching all day long. But
I will say though, the Golasso show is the greatest thing they've ever done.
Oh yeah, I do like watching Golasso
because if Chelsea's on, I just put the Chelsea game on because that's what I care about the most. But especially when I'm just most of the time when I'm watching Champions League games, it's just I have my phone on while I'm doing my work at my desk. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to just be oh, somebody scored. I can look over. Oh, nice. And then I go to the next game. Yeah. Oh, somebody else scored. Nice. I know it's just basically just red zone for all the Americans out there, but it's just such a smart idea.
Yeah. I think what's it called? NBC and Peacock have only kind of done a light version of that on some games when there's multiple games going. But yeah, it is pretty nice. It's a nice time to be a football fan, everybody. It's heating up. We're going to get some good games going into the Festival of Fixtures soon. International break after this. I think that's the last one of the year. And then we get another one in March. So it's all going to start heating up in the leagues everywhere. Yeah, we had a little bit of a lull, but let's see what goes on. Will Arsenal stay at the top with this big fat lead? Maybe. Will Man City and Liverpool find their footing this upcoming weekend and get a leg back in this race? Maybe. Hopefully not. And we'll see what else goes on. Will Chelsea keep fighting their way back up to the top and get in the top 4 and give Arsenal that chase and be breathing down our necks ahead of their fixture at the end of the month? I don't think so.
Probably not, but we still have the best midfielder in the league in Moises Caicedo, so it's fine.
Caicedo, they got him half price. You know who else was bought half price? The horse. Declan Rice, man. Woof. All right, we'll wrap this up. Let's close it up. Let's get out of here. One more thing.
Will Brandon come back in the prediction series?
Probably not.
No.
Hey, listen, it could be one of those bad weeks, It could just end up. We'll see what happens, man. That is what it's all about. Hey, we didn't expect Newcastle to fumble as bad as they did this past weekend. That's what goes on.
Hey, we also didn't expect to get to 10 episodes. Let's mention that.
Oh, damn it. That's right. Everybody, this is our 10th episode. Yeah, man. Shit, I totally forgot to mention that. I was thinking about it on the drive up. I was like, yeah, 10 episodes.
We made it to 10.
We made it to 10, folks. This is 71Kicks number 6. We had 4 episodes of another show if you were watching at that point. But 10 episodes, baby. Let's go. We're going to keep it going. We're going to hit 30-something episodes by the end of the season.
Subscribe. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, YouTube full length. Wherever you get your podcast. Was it Spotify, Apple Music? Don't comment mean things. We're thin-skinned, soft Western New Yorkers. Okay? Please be nice. I've cried last night because I saw someone being mean to Alec about at least have the bit ready. 12 likes too many.
Oh yeah.
Grow up. Grow up.
Yeah, listen, it's just one of those things. They'll have a lot.
You had the time to comment that. You had the time to watch it.
If you have that time to hate on a channel with 44 subscribers,
man,
You just need to rethink your life. And I'm talking about me trying to be rude.
Wanker,
Actually, it is me trying to be rude.
wanker.
Yeah, wank.
Listen, I open it up. Let them talk. Let them keep spitting all the hate that they want because they're just going to sound like the echo chamber that every Arsenal fan has to listen to.
Fucking 9
Everyone's
episodes
talking
in.
shit.
12 likes too many.
Yeah, like
We're
12
happy
likes.
to get 3 likes.
I'm just happy for the journey and all the friends we're gonna meet along the way.
That's
You
right,
know?
man.
Amen, brother.
What's it all about? The journey of the destination. It's about the friends along the way, everybody. So come along and join us. It's going to be a fun season. And join us with the fun. 71Kicks. Till next time.
Peace.
Up the Chels.